Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So we're going to continue with modified right angle weave in this video. So you didn't think I was going to leave you with one row, did you? No, we've got to continue so you can make anything you want with modified right angle weave. So a lot of fun to continue the stitch, and if you haven't seen it, we did the skull ring, and I'll link that video in the description box below this video. And we used the that stitch to make the band on it, and it's really a lot of fun and really worth learning, because you can use it for a lot of things, and we'll be using it a lot in the future. So we're going to learn the stitch, the continuation of the stitch, and then we're going to make these earrings. So these are the little earrings I made using it, and I just used really 11-O's and and I used little drops here that I had in my stash. These are little rose quartz, little onyx. I used this dagger from the dollar bead box. We have daggers from other boxes, from other, in your stash. So really you can put anything, a drop, anything on the bottom that you like. I'm going to show you a quick picture, because you know how much I love showing myself on camera of what it looks like on. So here it is. It's really pretty. You can make it any length you want. It's just really a fun little earring, that you're going to learn to make from doing the stitch. All right, so I'm going to, so I'm going to clear the decks to get a materials list going, and we'll get started. Okay, let's get a materials list going. So you're going to need 2 drops, pearls, briolettes, skulls. It doesn't matter. You can put anything down there. Just adjust it, to fit down there. So anything you have looks great. I just think these are so pretty. This is rose quartz. Some 11-O seed beads for your main color. 11-O seed beads for your contrasting color. On this one, I used those 1x2 millimeter Rondelles from the dollar bead box. I love them. I think it's so pretty. This will fit. I don't think anything bigger will fit, this piece as it is. And these are also from the dollar bead box. These are again, the 1x2 millimeter Rondelles, and this is that drop dagger from a previous box, which I think looks so cool. You have daggers. We got daggers in, if you got the Eureka collection, we have daggers in that box. Wouldn't that blue dagger look amazing with that etched blue dagger? So, just really go crazy on the bottom, whatever you want to put on there. So we have 2 different colors of 11-O's. We've got a couple of ear wires. I only put one out. A stop bead and a size 10 beading needle. I'm using 11. That's all I could find. And some 8-pound Fireline black satin. Now I used Wildfire on one to test it. I didn't like it. The Wildfire just didn't feel right to me. So I like using Fireline for this, but it's up to you. Certainly up to you. All right, don't forget about Ringberry's bead mat, the gray one, the No More Oops bead tray. I have coupon codes, links to websites, links to to this stuff in the description box below the video, places I purchase my beads, anything. So don't forget to click the down arrow or the show more. Lots of good information down there. Anything I forget, anything I think of later. So, always good to look down there. All right, so I think that's it. So I'm going to clear this off and we'll get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and ring the bell wherever it is. I think you hit the subscribe button, the bell comes up, and you can ring that bell. Gives you an option whether you can receive notifications once in a while, never, or often. You can choose what you like. All right, see you in a minute. They're back. So I really want to use the 11-O's, but I'm having trouble filming, and so where you can really see it. So I pulled out my little bead on it board. It's this guy. See, cute. It's a small one. And I'm going to try and do it with the 11-O's on this to see if it's better. All right, so thread your needle with about 30 inches of thread. We're going to duplicate this guy. Put on a stop bead, leave about a 10-inch tail. So I've picked up 4 beads, dropping them down. So 4 11-O's, dropping them down. That's my main color. Drop them down to the stop bead and sew those into a circle. Yeah, I think this is going to work. Just like that. That's what I have. I'm just going to go around one more time just to sort of secure these. And then through this one. Okay. Now I'm going to pick up a contrasting color. It's my pink one. And 3 of my main color. See if I can just pull on a teeny bit more. Exiting here, just going to sew through this one. See the direction of my needle? And as it gets bigger, you'll see it better. I'll repeat it several times. And I'm going to pull in this direction a little, skip the contrasting color, and sew through the next main color. Hold my finger in a second. That's what I have. So I have 2 units on with a contrasting color in the center. Try to clear up a little bit. Okay, contrasting color. 3 main colors. Exiting here, sew through this one. Pull in this direction a little, skip the contrasting color, and just sew up through the main color, that next bead. Now I have 2 of my contrasting colors on. Pick up a contrasting color, 3 main color, exiting here, sew through this one. Give it a little pull in this direction. Sew up through. So you're skipping the contrasting color and sewing through the main color bead. That's all you're going to do all the way down. So do that until you have 8 of your contrasting colors on, and then come on back and we'll continue. Okay, so I have my 8 contrasting beads on. So here I'm exiting this bead right here, the main color. I mean, if you want to count units, you can count these too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 9 units, but you have 8 of the contrasting beads on here. Okay, so exiting here, just going to sew through this one. I want to get to the other side. And through this one. Just going to hold your finger on it like this and give it a pull. So everybody's nice and straight. Okay, so now I'm coming out of this bead right here. I'm going to pick up 3 of my main color. Just sew around the other side of the bead you're exiting from. Put a unit on. Okay, so now I just have another unit on. Straighten around a little bit, so like that. Looks a little weird at the moment, but that's just how it should look. Going to pick up a contrasting color. So I'm exiting right here. I'm just going to sew right up through this bead, the next bead that's right in line, up. So we're placing our little contrasting color bead right in there. Now pick up 2 of your main color. Okay, so I want to move this a little bit. Alright, so this is what it looks like. See how you have those 2 units right there? Alright, and you're coming out of this bead right here. 2 of your main color. Sew through this one, which is the top of this unit. Skip this guy. Go behind it, the contrasting color, and sew through this bead. So you see that? Sewing through the top of this unit. You're kind of going behind, not through, behind the pink bead, the contrasting color, and up the one that's right on top of it. So you're just adding another unit on. So do you see how this is a unit now? And this is in between. Cool, huh? Pick up, we'll do that again. Pick up another contrasting bead. So here we're exiting here. We're going to sew directly up. Just like that. Pick up 2 of your main color. Sew through this one, so that's the top of this previous unit and the one you're exiting from. Just kind of go behind that contrasting bead. See that? When you pull, it just puts another unit on with the contrasting color you're placing in between. Do it again, contrasting color. Just sew up through the next bead in line, just straight up. Pick up 2 of your main color. Here we're going to sew through this one. So again, the top bead of this unit. We're going to go behind the contrasting color and up through the bead I started from. That main color right there. See that? Hold it with your thumb, and when you pull, see, it just puts another unit on. So that's how you're going to do this all the way down. We'll do it one more time together. Exiting here, just pick up a contrasting color. sew through the next bead, directly above, pick up 2, sew through this one and the one that you're Xing from, so the top bead of this unit and then the one above, the one right here that you're exiting from, you're going behind that contrasting bead, and there you go. So that's what you're going to do all the way down until you get to the top, and then come on back and we'll continue. Okay, I'm coming down to the end, so we'll do the last couple of units together. So I've put on this contrasting bead. I'm just going to sew through this guy and that one, with my 2. And pick up a contrasting color, sew through the next one, and my last 2. These beads, just like that. Okay. So now I've got my second row on. Just going to I'm going to sew through this bead, so the top bead of that unit and the side bead, and then I'm going to sew an 11-0 on in between each. Sew the contrasting bead in between each main color, just to finish the edge. So get this done and then come back at the end and we'll continue. Okay, here I am. This is what it looks like. So I've got all sides on. Now I'm going to sew through this one, and then I'm going to go through all the beads right down the middle. Just going to reinforce everybody. If you can get it all at once, that's cool. Something sort of satisfying about getting through a whole bunch of beads at once. Don't pull too tight. All right, then we're going to go through the top bead and the side bead, and you want to come back down on this side again. This will connect everybody on this side. So here, this is what it looks like. You want to straighten it out a little bit. Okay? So I'll actually get to that point and then we'll continue. Okay, so let's we'll put the drop on. So let me grab a good drop. Okay, there we go. So here I'm exiting this little 11-0 here, the main color. I'm just going to sew through this one. I'm going to put on a contrasting color and sew through the next bead. Like that. I'm going to pick up my main color, the drop, and a main. Just drop those down. Sew back through these 3. And we're going to reinforce. Pull. So we're just going through all the beads again. Okay, that's good. Alright, so now I have my drop on. So you can sew up a few beads and then just, sew through your units and put a couple of half hitch knots on, and then come on back and we'll put the ear wire on. Okay, let's put the ear wire on. So take off your stop bead and thread a needle, and you're exiting this main color here. I'm just going to pick up a contrasting color and sew through the next bead. So really pretty much what we did before, like with the drop. So and then I'm just going to pick up a main color, go through the ear wire, another main, sew through the 3 of these guys, like that. Ear wire's on, so cute. Through this guy, through all the beads, sew through again. Simple little earring, but fun. I mean, it's always good to learn a new stitch, but it's even more fun when you can get a little pair of earrings out of it. Let me make sure I'm okay. So I'm just tying a half hitch knot, going down. Don't get caught. Like that. Okay. And I'm just going to pull my needle off, straighten it out a little bit. We'll give it a little Take off the thread like that. And here you go. You have your earrings. How cute! Here's the green one. Here's a black one. Okay, so there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun playing with modified right angle weave. If you're having trouble with 11/0s, go ahead and do it with 8/0s or with 3mm fire polish until it clicks for you. But so much fun. We're going to be using this a lot in the future. Really liking those pink ones. All right, so take care, and I will see you on the next video. We have the bezeling coming up, you know, the star bezel coming up, so, you know, stay tuned for that. All right, see you soon.